If you want to save money on your trading card purchases, we have a promo link over at 50cards.shop. Enter the promo code @night to get 5% off your order. All right, welcome everyone to Nexus at Night, your weekly Vanguard podcast. For people listening this week, I'm so sorry. I'm Atlas.
I'm Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And Root Beer, you have ordered a case of set 11, D-BT11.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So our episode this week is Root Beer is going to be opening some, not all, of the boxes because it's 20 boxes. And we're just going to kind of, shoot the breeze and hang out.
Remind me, because I'm stupid. What's in D-BT11?
This is another Craycross set, so it's all the evolutions for like Rora, Eva. So they actually just have the pictures on the back of the box.
Oh, fantastic! So there's Chaos, Eva, Kamiura, and is that what's your face?
Oh, and this is the set with Vermilion in it.
Yeah,
all right.
Yes.
And
Ezel. Sure.
Yeah. So
yeah.
You have opened a few boxes before this, right?
Yeah, so the plan was originally I was going to open, like, the majority of the case and then just leave, like, a couple for this video so that we could keep it within about an hour or so, because we don't want to be here all night. Last time I tried to do this, it took me, like, 3 hours.
Oh, God.
And that's without your two friends talking shit the entire time.
Well, I was trying to record a video, and it got corrupted.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Also, we have the box topper promos, which...
Okay.
Both of these are just reprints.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Are they good cards?
No.
No. Well, I mean,
okay. She's okay.
The Youthberg one is good.
Okay. Is that
the
not
Bruce
Morfessa?
One is the one that gives you triple drive.
So that Youthberg card is not Morfessa, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. It looks like Morfessa though, doesn't it? Witch in a hat.
My garbage back later. Let's see. Okay, so first pull is already a triple R. So this is the cycle card for Dragon Empire, the one that's like when you play in order, you can Soul Blast, look at top 5, call
Lakifa?
one. Yeah. Which, thanks, autofocus.
Yeah, the autofocus is so annoying.
Yeah.
Can I turn that off? Is there like...
Yes. But it might be in your camera settings and not in your software.
That's
camera resolution mirror.
It is incredibly frustrating.
There's like a thing that says touch up my appearance.
Although I don't know what camera you have.
Yeah. It's the one I'm using right now is
it like, a Logitech camera?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's probably in the camera settings rather than...
You guys are going to have to deal with the autofocus then, because I'm not about to go and change cameras.
I understand. I'm just letting you know.
All right. Well, sorry people listening, and sorry people watching. You're stuck with me.
I mean, I can make out that arthritis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pack number 2. So we have like the Vermilion stuff in here. I have no idea what this does.
Oh yeah, it's that guy from.
It's Dragoon, right? Red River Dragoon, something like that.
Oh, this is Greedon support. Okay, I don't care.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody playing that at my locals yesterday. I ran into that thing yesterday. This bitch, this thing.
Yeah, so this is the cycle for
Brandgate.
And then we have a frame rare for the Maelstrom support, which kind of sucks, and I don't think this one sucks though. No one plays it.
What does it do again?
It was when it's placed on Vanguard. If you have only Aquaforce, you can discard a card, search your deck, or drop for a Blue Storm Armada.
Okay.
Which is just the order that revives something from drop zone. Which I haven't seen any Maelstrom lists from Japan play it, but also not that many play the deck in the first place.
It looks cool though.
So next up, I'm probably going to skip over the commons because commons recently have just been bad. Although these guys are kind of cool. The ones that were like, if you have the whole unit, they get like a bunch of power.
Oh yeah.
So like when it's so it was like when you rest this card for the ability of like I think the grade 3, you can like restand it, and when it gets restood, it gets 5k. Let's see. So we have one of the Mytharch cards. I hate autofocus so much. And then the Silhouette guy.
Sure.
That I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, and I'll show off the big pile of things I have just off screen here. You know, the annoying thing about this is like when I was going in and opening all my like initial boxes just to like get those out of the way so I could like show off all the full pulls on the video like we originally planned. I ended up pulling a bunch of FFRs early.
Oh, well,
so
that's one way to go about it.
Yeah. Although I thought it was only going to be 2, but then I pulled a third one, so who knows? Maybe a 4th one will show up, or maybe I'll get a secret.
Who's to say, really? What are we thinking about the Mythy Arch stuff? It seems rather popular, just by aesthetic alone.
Yeah, like it sure does exist.
Yeah.
I have an FFR of it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think this one is the Chaos support.
Yeah.
So this one's pretty neat. So it lets you like look at the top 2 cards, one to hand, one to soul, and then when you play some Mikani, if you have a Vanguard with Chaos, you can discard a card, soul charge 1, call this to rear guard from soul, and it gets boost. So gets you a bit of advantage. It's also like a cool booster on its own. And then we have a FR of, I think this is the Blitz order that goes for everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It seems that what Ava players will do is discard that for ride line, and then all of the other stuff that's like, if you got a Blitz order and drop, blah, 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 blah. Like, so they just go on with the bad selves.
Yeah. So this is like the grade 1 that goes with the Blitz order.
Nice.
You know,
Silhouette.
Yeah. This is one of the ride arts for the Mytharch one. So we have the Ezel order.
Nice.
And then we have Dindrain to go along with it.
Sweet.
Together forever.
Yeah. Normally after this, I'd say pawn him off on Richard, but he did a case split because of course he did. So
yeah. No, I just kind of figure that like everything here is just going to be stuff I'm playing because otherwise, why the hell did I buy a case?
I don't know, because you said you needed just enough in the set to warrant buying the case.
Yeah, because I got it in my head that I would play every Craycross archetype for some stupid reason, and then I did it. So we have the actual like Mytharch grade 3.
Okay, that card does look neat.
Yeah, it looks really neat. It has like a pretty cool ability where it like when placed on Vanguard Circle, you can look at top 7, call a grade 3 or less. If you have 5 or more units, your opponent discards a card. Then
all right, but Dragonair finally has an evolution.
Yeah,
that's not a big derpy looking.
Dragonite is awesome.
He is awesome, but he's pretty derpy looking.
He's a dope.
Yeah. He's huggable, very.
But that's why he's cool. He's a big, chubby, huggable guy. So yeah, I do have an FFR of this. I'll dig it up later.
I know that in the last like season of the Pokemon anime, Ash got a Dragonite.
I know Ash's team in the finale was actually like pretty cool. He has like a Gengar and a Dragonite
and a Dracovish. Pretty metal.
You know, the affront to God.
Oh yes, they're all affronts to God.
Yeah, so we have like the Eva support that just like calls Obscudite to guard circle or puts it in your hand, and then we have the new Thagrea. So I think that's all the triple R's that are in this box.
What is with all the stuff being front loaded for you? This is weird.
Yeah, because we're only like halfway through the box, and I already got all 4 of the triple R's.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, on the plus side, we can always keep doing this for another 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. The other thing that's happening with this set is the Bang Dream crits, which is very important for Chaos because there are a bunch of crits with different names.
Oof.
Oh, wait, because Bang Dream can be played with anything, or
so they're just like differently named crits for you to have names for Chaos, and then we have the Vermilion order.
I thought Bang Dream was kind of like Token Rambo, where it's supposed to be treated as its own thing. Or
they're doing that for set 13, where all the Bang Dream cards are their own thing, but this time it was just crits.
Nice. Okay.
And we actually get this one because Bushiroad owns this property. Which means when Bang Dream inevitably becomes a top deck, we get to deal with it too. Let's see.
Somebody, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying this is like the rare, and then we have double R for Aurora to just like bring something back from the drop zone if you have Aurora.
Nice. How much potential does the Aurora deck have? Because I know you kind of have a dog in that fight.
It is the worst one
in
this set.
It's
Like-
unfortunate. And it's the cover, too.
I was correct. My first take was correct. The new grade 3 is too slow. I was right the first time. Like, it turns out, actually, yes, a card that just says +2 is actually not that good. Because it's tied to, like, turn 4. And turn 3, you gain basically no advantage. So, most decks can just steamroll you by the time you actually get going.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like, the deck already has a difficult time trying to maintain its token economy, and then it gets harder now because you make fewer tokens.
Yeah, and you have more things that hate on the tokens, too.
Yeah. So, like, I think out of all of them, Rora has had, like, the least impact, right? Because I saw some, early on, I saw some tops off of, like, the Greya and Tamayura. Evo was still, like, a decent deck at the time.
Mhm.
And then, you know, people, like, believed in Chaos, and I think it got a handful of tops. Rora's the only one where it's, like, not very much was happening with it, I don't think. Like, it might have gotten a couple of tops here and there, but I don't remember it doing anything, like, competitively all that much, and it seems like people didn't really believe in the deck either the way they did for, like, Chaos. Let's see. So we just got, like, the Blitz orders for Stoicheia and Brant Great. Nothing particularly interesting here.
You know what's funny is that, like, with the Silhouette Man and the armor cards where you have the, like, blue and red hand, people are apparently using this as, like, instead of doing, like, a dice roll for who goes first.
Yeah.
Where you just go blue or red hand, and then they pick, and then if they're right, they go first. If they're wrong, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny. That's it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's basically just rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, very cheap way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, they're common. Everyone has them. And it's funny.
Oh, there's funny.
All right. We have Silhouette Man. Nothing particularly interesting here. We have Silver Fang Witch. Also, there are Dragon Tree markers if you needed that.
Oh, good. I got all the ones I needed for Mag and set 12, but thank you. Good that they made.
Didn't I just like send you like 12 of them because I had them from the last case?
I think so.
Yeah. Also, Blitz order for the Dragon Tree.
That's pretty dope looking. So.
Are you all reading this new Youthberg?
Yeah, the one that's like if you have the other ones,
it needs zest.
Yeah,
that's
so funny.
Unfortunate.
That is so funny.
Okay,
I have to go. I might have to stop this box opening for a sec to read it because I haven't seen it yet.
It's okay.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Go, Matt.
All right. So an auto, when it's placed on Vanguard Circle by the Revoltress ability, counterblast 1 and perform all the following below according to the names of cards in your soul. If all abilities below were performed, all your units in front row get power plus 15,000 until end of turn. If you have Youthberg Revolve Form Zest, it gets critical plus 1. If you have Youthberg Revolve Form Gust, it gets drive plus 1. And if you have Youthberg Revolve Form Tempest, you choose one of your opponent's rear guards and put it at the bottom of their deck. And then at end of turn, you choose a card in your soul with the Revolver's ability and write it as rest.
So it's Tempest and Gust are the good ones, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
but
basically,
you need Zest to get the power.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, this form is actually just like, what if we had Youthberg be all three of them?
Is this unplayable? It might be.
Probably.
It might be.
Unless you
Why does it need Zest?
Unless you play Zest as a Garnet and they have like stuff to put it in Soul, which would be so fucking funny if they did.
Why does it need Zest?
Well, because it's Revolve Form Full Blast. You know.
Couldn't even give it a cool name like Hurricane.
You would think, right?
What a
like he's had the wind theme going. It's like Full Blast.
What a funny card.
That implies that it's like a fart or something instead of a weather event.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if this card just needed 2 of the abilities to get plus 10k to your front row, and you just Zest was just like if you have it, you get a crit, but like you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fine. But needing Zest is incredibly cringe.
Mm-hmm. They're like min-maxing it in all the wrong ways. It's unfortunate. Yeah. It's so awful.
Anyways, of the new promos, we got the Brandgate one that lets you like search your deck for a set order. And then when another unit is placed on rear by a card ability, this one gets boost.
Okay.
Yeah. We have the Shoujo Doji double R. I think this one was pretty good, if I remember correctly. So When placed, you look at top 5, choose a stealth unit, put it into your hand. So yeah, that's good. It's just +1. And then when it's put from the rearguard circle into your soul, bottom deck a card in bind zone, give your Vanguard 5k. I mean, that's decent. Like, the binding is only temporary for Shoujo Doji, so this is a more, like, permanent form of removal, sort of.
Yeah.
Assuming your opponent can't search the deck.
How
we have an FR version of the Ezel.
cool.
Order.
That looks pretty good in FR form. Because my problem with the FR aesthetic in general is that usually the frame kind of just takes up space without really making sense to the card around it. But because the Ezel thing has that golden, like, orangey brown color scheme, it just works better.
Yeah.
I think.
So, another Ezel order, and then we have Hallucinor. So we have the cycle card for Stoicheia that, like the Brantgate one, relies on blitz orders because Stoicheia normally already uses normal orders, so I guess they needed it to be different.
Yeah, they're trying to get you to run blitz orders, but it's like
they could consider making good blitz orders.
Yeah.
What was your idea that you had for Gravidia earlier this week? One of you guys posted it on Twitter, not me.
Yeah. So just in the interest of like a defensive option, like what if you could just drop a meteor on your opponent's turn and have like a denial griffin? Like, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Doesn't work on everything because Bastion Accord randomly gives your front row resist, but you know. So we have a rare for Maelstrom, which is basically just like another version of Inlet Pulse, and then another order for Silhouette.
Okay. I think that's a good idea, especially because Gravidia doesn't do the like multi-attack thing well.
Yes, it does. The mask version.
Ugh.
Like,
not well.
Yeah, no, Gravidia is absolutely the worst deck out of set 12.
Mm-hmm.
Some Thagrea card that I don't think gets played. I'd have to check.
One of the dudes in my locals played that yesterday when I was there.
I don't even know what that card does.
It's like just go. You have it.
Yeah. When it's placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with Thagrea, you can Soul Blast, discard a card, search your deck for a grade 3 or 2 set order, put it in your hand, shuffle, and then at the end of the battle that attacked, retire a different Rearguards, choose one of your glitter units, it gets 5k.
So he mostly used that to search for the thing that like buffs up your
yeah, well, that's the only order you play.
Yeah, but it's like I don't think it really ended up doing all that much for him. Like, it was one turn of pressure off of that.
Yeah. I'm going to go check the recently topping lists really quickly, see if anybody plays this in Japan.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, Japan does play it.
Okay. At how many?
Like 3 or 4 copies.
Oh, okay, so they do play it.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't seem especially impactful on paper, but...
Yeah. But this could also just be one of those things where everyone, including people who have topped, are just wrong. Who knows?
We really got to top something at some point.
So then we could be more confidently wrong.
Yeah.
See, right now we're just like confidently wrong while also being bad at the game. Hey, we found an Ezel.
Hey, is there anything we've ever called correctly in the 7-ish years this podcast has existed?
Of course.
I'm sure we've gotten something right.
It's really hard to be wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just wrong about Orphist.
Oh yeah,
adding to the
wrong about Orphist.
Just adding on to the list of things we got wrong.
Yeah, throw one more on the pile. What was that you just got out? Was that the
another of the Maelstrom guy?
Okay,
but not as shiny. This is the wrong pile. This is the triple R pile. I'm gonna have to start throwing away these wrappers soon. Can't even reach my keyboard anymore. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if any of these commons like make it into any decks. Like, none of them seem particularly impactful. Anyways, we have a new monster card for Archite, a deck that I forgot existed for a second. So I think when it's discarded, you can, if you have a research, you can call it to an open rearguard circle. When it attacks or boosts, you have it get 5k and then retire it. Like, sure. And then we have the new Eva, which is, in terms of like individual cards, Eva is probably the worst one because Eva was already a good deck when they released this. But like, you know, I guess we'll see if like the next Craycross set will make Eva good again.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of bummed out that Archite isn't all that home, anything to write home about.
Oh, hey, hey, we found a second signed Bang Dream crit. I have no idea how many of these are in a case.
What's the name? I'll look it up.
Poppin' Party Saya Yamabuki. There we go. I can read.
All right.
But yeah, that's the second signed crit that I have. I kind of figured since this was a special thing that it was only going to be one per case. Someone's going to have to tell me later on like what the ratios are, because unfortunately only having the access to the one case means I cannot follow like trends about these. But last time I checked, these Bang Dream crits were all like $60.
Not trying to find where's the freaking signed version. Hell, even just the base version is $5.
Well, yeah, because it seems like the actual crits themselves are only one per box.
Yeah.
I figured the signed version would just be one per case, but I don't know. Case ratios have been weird because at first, like when 50 Cards was doing his case openings, he was very confident that there was like a secret in every case because he kept getting them. And then, other people were like, well, I didn't get a secret in my case, so clearly it is not.
You are correct, sir. $60.
Yeah. And then I guess he had this weird print where he had no like frame rares, but he got a bunch of extra triple Rs instead. So okay. I have no idea what's going on with this set in terms of like weird prints, because I remember when I opened the other case for set 10, I think there were only 2 FFRs, but I've already pulled the third one, and now I've pulled 2 of these signed crits, which I figured would be one per case because it's like a special thing. So I don't know what's going on with this case ratios. It seems like it's very inconsistent, which also means that this is not very good for data, which is why we're documenting it on a video.
That's right. Write it all down.
Oh, and also, there was the weird misprint with the ghost rares where they had like the lighter gray border for some reason. We found the triple R for Dark States now, so we are at least getting all of the different ones, and I have not pulled the duplicate yet. And then we have a frame rare of one of the Shoujo Doji supports.
Nice.
So
right.
This one's like, when it's placed on rear, you can choose a stealth card from drop zone, put in the soul, which is pretty important for Shoujo Doji. And then when it's placed on rear from the bind zone, if you have Vanguard or Shoujo Doji, a different unit is placed on rear from bind zone, you can like put into soul draw. So like, since Shoujo Doji, I think, binds from soul anyways, this is a nice little loop you could do. We have paper. We need a third arm now so that we can have scissors.
The silhouette shit is so funny to me. Like, it looks ridiculous.
It does.
It does.
And I just kind of look. I really enjoyed the Waking the Dragons anime of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And so that's why I'm doing it, because it's about as close as we can get.
Yeah, a couple of rares that don't matter, though. One of them is Graham Gray support.
Oh, I played in a Pokemon tournament on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
I was playing Mew. I went 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, losing to Charizard because I didn't kill his Charmander on my turn 1.
Do you want to be rock or do you want to be paper? Also, do you need Messiah card?
What does that do again?
When this unit is retired from Guard Circle, you can Soul Blast 1, call to an open back row is rested. At the end of the battle boosted, if your Vanguard is grade 4 or greater, you put into Soul, give one of your units 5k.
Yeah, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
I probably have like 8 of these by the end of this.
All right, yeah, pull a play set out for me, I guess.
Okay, so we have the random like promo support because they keep because this was also the set they decided to support Budget Fight.
Isn't that a Greedon or what? Or
no,
Greedon
this is like if your Vanguard's grade 3 or greater, it gets grade +2, and when it's placed on rearguard circle, if your soul has a grade 3, you can soul charge 1. If you soul charge a grade 3, choose a grade 3 from drop, put it into your soul. This is for Barfomades.
Oh, that's right. It looks like a green on card, but yeah.
It is not.
I'm not gonna get mad at them for putting out budget support.
Yeah, it's just really funny that they've like not done this the entire time, and this was the set they decided like, oh yeah, what if we just did this randomly?
Better late than never.
Yeah. I should go find like the Shield Fisher one just so I can point it out later. Also, Matt, has Atlas been frozen on your screen for the entire time?
For the most part, yeah.
Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, your sound is fine.
Okay.
Your camera is just not moving.
I can see myself moving while I'm talking. You guys too.
Interesting.
I'm not really sure what the deal is.
Well, hopefully the viewers get your experience.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Worst case scenario. Like, I'm not the thing they should be looking at, though. It's you. So
yeah,
you're the thing that matters.
Yeah. So as long as I'm moving.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been about 2 boxes, and we're about 25 minutes in. So this is going about how I estimated.
Okay. Cool.
So we'll probably get to about 6 cases. Hopefully,
6
boxes.
cases. Yeah.
I wish. We'll get through about 6 boxes probably before the end of this, before we all get bored of this.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the last 4 don't contain anything interesting. Like if I'm going to pull another FFR randomly, it better be in this box.
Yeah.
Okay, promos. The snack. We're finally getting the snack.
Cool.
And some like lyrical thing. This is for like Friend and Powerful, which I don't play. And I need to start cleaning up the goddamn wrappers. Give me 1 second.
All right. So you said you went 3-1 with Mew and lost to Charizard?
Yep.
What
I was playing Fusion Mew because it was the deck I was handed, and I have no revs with it, but the deck's really easy, so yeah, that's what we did.
What do you mean deck? What you were handed? Was it draft or something?
No. I don't own cards.
Oh.
I just borrowed the deck.
Gotcha.
Yeah, his friend just handed him a Mew deck.
Dude, I don't know what the rest of his life is like. Maybe he just plays Pokemon and doesn't talk about it much.
You're right.
As I was saying that, I realized how stupid it sounded.
And I wish I had time to play Shadowverse, but these days I'm barely in the mood to go play Vanguard. Like I have not gone to my locals in over a month now, I'm pretty sure.
I've been quite enjoying the premium day, but it does suck in that there have been a couple of times where I've had to miss a week or something's going on, and the other friend group that I go to see, they wanted to move days, but they haven't decided yet, so my Thursdays are just open.
Okay. Yeah, because you probably don't care for Standard all that much.
I kind of don't. I went to my local's Standard yesterday because I didn't really know what else to do. But I don't really have anything that's good. Magnolia, I'm waiting on set 12. Lucaire sucks, and Messiah it's whatever. I'm gonna make Silhouette Man for funsies and Graham Grace because I want to, and then I'm picking up your Jewel. So I'll something we'll get through eventually. Yeah.
Speaking of Jewel, do we want to talk about the new Jewel? Also pulled a Greedon mask.
Sexy. Yeah. Let's talk about the Jeweled grade 4 that they gave him, which I thought they were off this for whatever reason, but.
We all thought they were off this, but I guess they were printing grade 4 support, so it was inevitable that we get another one.
Fair enough. All right, so true demonic Jewel Dragon Jeweled Ignis, grade 4, 13k, triple drive, continuous. You can only ride this on top of a Jewel, so can't.
All right.
Damn, we can't play it on top of Bruce.
It's a shame. Auto Unvan. At the start of your battle phase, choose 2 cards from your drop and put them into your soul. Then, if there are 4 or more different grades among cards in your soul, all of your front row units get plus 15k till end of turn. So how feasible is that on its own, just that skill by itself?
The having 5 different grades?
Yeah.
I need to go double check what this looks like.
It's 4 more different grades for that first one.
4 or more, that's pretty easy. Like that's what the deck is trying to do anyways.
Yeah. And then the other thing is
especially if it's at the start of your battle phase. If you don't have 4 different grades at the start of the battle phase, you are doing something incredibly wrong.
Got it. And then Auto Unban, when paying the cost for this ability, you may also Soul Blast a card with Jeweled in its card name from your soul as any grade from 0 to 4. When this unit attacks, Soul Blast 5 cards with different grades. Retire all of your opponent's back row rear guards, and this unit, until end of turn, gets crit +1, and increase or decrease the power of all of your opponent's front row units to 0.
Well, it's better than 1. That actually increases a guard stage now.
Yeah, it does. But that's pretty dope. They gave him a couple other support things. Horde/Draco Kid or grade 1. When placed on rear, counterblast 1, check top 7, choose up to 1 grade 4 Jeweled, put it in your hand and shuffle. If you did not reveal, choose up to 1 grade 4 in your hand and reveal it. And if you're revealed, or you have a grade 4 or greater Vanguard with Jeweled, draw a card.
Yep.
So, yay, draws.
Mm-hmm.
And then Soulless Demonic Spearman Zagan. Grade 2, when it's placed on rear during your main phase, you may soul charge. Choose up to 1 grade 4 from your hand and reveal it. If you're revealed, a card or you have a grade 4 or greater with Jeweled.
First duplicate RRR.
I'll get back to that in a sec. Choose up to 1 card from your soul with a different card name from this unit and grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, call it to rear at the end of the turn, put it back in. And then if you have a Jeweled, it gets boost. So, oh my god. Okay. Soul Bearing Dragon, I'll go. Grade 3, when placed on rear guard or put on guard circle.
I mean, that's just the grade 4 cycle cards. Yeah, that's the theme of this one.
Yeah, so it's CB1, draw a card, and then put 2 cards from drop into soul or the 15k shields. And when it's discarded for cost of riding from 3 from ride deck, or is the cost of stride, draw a card. That's pretty neat. And then Wise Demon Prince Varpula, grade 1, when you pay 4 or more soul at the same time, put it into your soul, draw 1, then choose up to 1 grade 4 from your hand and reveal it, or you have the grade 4 Jeweled. Choose one of your rear guards, and if it hasn't stood this turn, stand it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Basically an alternative to Emposa.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of solid looking stuff.
Yeah. I think the deck is still the same. Like, it's still a glass cannon deck. I think the amount of draw power you have is pretty limited still. And like consistency of maintaining your soul is still like kind of a thing that you have to deal with. Unfortunately, we're just in a place where like even if you could get like 2 draws off of like the cycle card and the Jewel and like the grade 1 effect, that's probably just not enough cards. Considering you oftentimes have to commit a full board to like get to your game plan to begin with. So like that's just basically the same. It's just like it does the Jeweled thing better, but I think overall its place in the meta is about the same that it was before, but I could be wrong.
I think it's cool. I always kind of like the aesthetic of the gems.
Yeah, like I think this is going to be a case of like this will probably just be like one of the aggro decks to like consider in the meta right now, but that's like the entire meta. Also, being a grade 4 just means you're a bit slower to get to your like real game plan compared to like the masked version.
Makes sense. Speaking of gems, you guys want to see something cool?
What's up?
What's up?
Well, we can't see anything you're doing. Anyways, we pulled another Ezel. Also, while we were talking about your Jeweled stuff, I pulled the Tamayura. So that's the first one for this opening, not the first one I have overall.
My wedding ring came in the mail.
Cool.
Yeah.
Also, your camera's frozen. Remember, we cannot see anything you're doing.
Damn it. Okay. Well, it's tungsten, and it's it's a black ring with like this red in the center that makes it look kind of like lava.
Nice.
That's really cool. Send us a picture, maybe.
I will do that
Secretly.
right
Yeah.
secretly.
We have not pulled a Chaos or a Rora yet, at least as I have pulled them overall. They're in the pile, just like not as of this opening yet.
Yeah.
Nothing was interesting in that one. Yeah. Also, do you want the Lukier support?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will hand those to you as well.
Cool. I am probably going to owe you money. Fantastic.
Yes. Unless you wanted to like trade one of your premium decks or something, I don't fucking know.
I am actually vaguely up for that idea, depending on what it is.
It kind of depends on like which one you're willing to part with, because like I want to be in the position where I like premium, but like none of the decks I currently own are like engaging me any. Like I didn't feel like I did fine when we were at Springfest. Actually, did I even do fine? I feel like I went like 3-3.
Yeah, it was roughly equal. I think it was when you because I went undefeated, and then
Yeah.
when you and Scott lined up, that was when. Yeah.
I thought you lost one.
I think I lost one, and you guys saved me. Maybe. Oh,
Yeah,
right, because I lost to the Narukami guy. That's right.
Yeah. What was it? 6 rounds or 7 for premium during Springfest? I think remember. Was it 6?
Might have been 7.
Yeah. All I know is I think I lost at least. I distinctly remember losing at least 3 times.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Nova Grappler is one of those like. Also, like Narukami still being good right now means that like Nova Grappler isn't really an option.
Yeah. Plus, I already sold that. I have my DIs. If you want to pick up the DI stuff off me.
Maybe I don't know.
All right. So here, putting that on the screen. There you go. There's the ring.
Nice. That looks really cool.
I think it's awesome. One downside is that it's just slightly too big for me, but
so you have to get it resized.
I don't think I should because I inevitably will get fatter. So
you're working on that dad bod early.
What do you mean was work? It's done. The dad bod is here.
Damn, you work fast.
Yeah, you're not even a dad yet.
Yeah, I have a dad.
Adopt a dog.
I do want to get a dog, but I
does your apartment allow that?
They do, but it's all carpeted, and we don't have like a balcony. It's just a bad idea.
Yeah. Also, the superior Stoicheia archetype in that this one actually topped some things.
Whoa.
Yeah. Somehow, in a set with Rohirra support, this came out as the Plant Dokkan deck to look at.
Incredible.
That is amazing.
But yeah, I might just take this to locals this week. I was kind of like not sure if I wanted to go or not. I might just bring this as like a joke. I'm gonna have no idea how to play it, but I don't know. Let's go look at Fuzzy's website. I don't want to be completely wrong. I don't want to completely dismiss Rohirra because he's my boy, but like I'm pretty sure he hasn't really topped anything. Yeah, he has not topped shit. Oh no, he has like one top like this week.
Okay.
Or like a couple weeks ago. So yeah,
Incredible.
We have one Rohirra top, and that's with set 12 stuff. So that doesn't even apply to this right now.
Good for Roa.
Yeah, he did it.
Good for the tuna.
Okay, Claudine has like a couple of tops. Yeah, so Claudine had a couple of tops from like the last season when set 11 was relevant. So this deck has more tops than Rohirra. Lovely. I need to see how this deck like wants to work because I want to just bring it to locals for shits and giggles.
Do it, man.
Anyways, enough looking at Fuzzy's website for now. Let's see. We have our first Vermilion. Also, I like separated these 3 out just because these are a funny little like budget trio. Yeah.
Was Vermilion pulled in any of the other boxes pulled before this recording?
No. So this is the first Vermilion for this opening.
Nice.
Yeah,
the first Vermilion proper. Yeah.
Yeah. The first Vermilion on camera, but yeah, we have like duplicates of Ezel and the Stoicheia one, and then everything else has been one of so far.
Nice.
All right.
But yeah, wanted to highlight the little like Dark States trio really quickly. So when the grade 3 is boosted when it attacks while boosted by the grade 1, you can rest the grade 2 to give it to Soul Charge 1, give it 10k and a crit. And then this one, when it's the grade 1 is when it's placed on rearguard circle, you can look at the top 5 to find the grade 2. Put it in your hand, shuffle, and then I already read the grade 2, so when it gets rested, you can counterblast to restand it. And then it gets 5k, so you have this nice little like trio of cards that's like, this will come up to like 31k with a crit, this will be like 15k by itself, so if you have some way to like boost it up, it'll come out to like a decent sizable number. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of neat, and I wanted to show that off really quickly.
It is pretty neat. I will give you that.
Yeah, just like a nice thing for like budget players to try and use.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the cycle card for the Dark States one for the Blitz order.
I see.
Or no, theirs is a normal order.
I love the art on that one. It's very cool.
Yeah. No, I like the art on the Dark States one. I just don't. No, you use the grade 2 in Chaos because there's a reasonable chance you actually like call it somehow. Our first Rora, and also the double R for that supports grade 4s for Dark States. So when it's placed on rear by a Vanguard ability, you counterblast 1, draw, gets 5k, and then when it hits, if you have a grade 4 or greater Vanguard, you can countercharge. Probably not going to be used in your jewel because I don't think you have a way to call. This is obviously for Chronojet. And then the new Roro, which is unfortunately just a little bit too slow. I think if I could just play this card from turn 3, Roro would be fine. As it stands, it's like not a contender, which is a shame because I do like the deck. All right, we have the orders again.
These things again.
We're
More
see
silhouette stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of them.
Yes, Francine. This again.
Yeah.
So, some body part of some kind. The Maelstrom card.
Maelstrom card, another one of the Kaiju.
Right. There's monsters in this set.
I'm curious to see what they plan to do with like Silhouette second wave, whenever that is.
Probably set 14, right? Like that seems like the timing for another Craycross set.
Yeah. But Silhouette Man's not technically Craycross, it's just Braincade being Braincade.
Yeah, but they're just
it's with everybody else. I got it.
Yeah,
just,
Craycross seems to be the set where they just dump literally everything. Which sucks because we only get one of them a year. So we have the cycle card for Keter, the first one we've pulled in like 3 boxes, and then we have an FR of the what's it called? Eva support.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm gonna go a bit faster, so nothing interesting in this pack.
Average.
Yep.
I still cannot believe that Youth Burt card.
I know, right?
What if all it needed was not to be restricted to all, like it needed to not need all 3 of them. I think that's it. I think if it only needs 2, the card's fine.
Yeah.
But since it needs freaking zest, man, they thought they were cooking.
Yeah. Also, wait, does the new Berk even like draw you cards?
No.
It gets a drive, I guess.
Sure.
Still doesn't plus as much as Tempest though. Let's see. So Shoujo Doji cards, including one that's like in FR form, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Another Eva. So that's our 3rd triple R in this box, I think.
Uh-oh. Well.
We found our Bang Dream. Like I keep telling myself I'm gonna like look at Bang Dream just because it keeps crossing over into Vanguard, and then I never do it because
it's definitely a Bushiroad property. That is what I'll say about it.
I do enjoy rhythm games. I just like can't be bothered most of the time. I already play too many.
Of mobile rhythm games, I think it is kind of a boring one.
That's unfortunate. Another one of the
like it's like very basic, right? Like it's I don't know. There's more interesting ones out there.
Let's see. All right, we found a second copy of the Dark States Order card, the Dark States Order cycle, which I was seeing chaos lists that played this, so that could be something I cook with later on.
What is the It does chaos have like some oomph to it? It just kind of seems like it came and went without much impact.
I mean, I think I got like a couple. All of the set 11 cards are just kind of like,
Meh.
yeah. I think Chaos got a cup. Oh wow. Yeah, no, it only ever topped like. Oh no, it got some tops in Japan. Actually, I actually have to go double check Roro again because I think I might have been looking at global and not like Japanese tops. No, I was looking at the Japanese tops. Yeah, Roro ain't doing shit. But yeah, Chaos has like a handful of Japanese tops when the set first came out. I think it just gets outclassed by Bastion afterwards. So like the current Chaos can make like 4 or 5 attacks that are all like plus 10k because of the new Chaos. So it's like not terrible. It's pretty good aggro deck. There's a little bit of inconsistency in the sense that like you need to have a bunch of different names, but that's why people either play like the character triggers that have 2 different names, or you just play like the Bang Dream crits that are all different names.
Gotcha.
Let's see. This one, nothing interesting in this box.
Anyway, I think Ron is pretty popular though.
Yeah. But yeah, Chaos seems like a perfectly fun. Like, Tamayura, Thagrea, and Chaos all seem like fine decks to play. Unfortunately, by the time we get to BCS, set 12 is going to be out, so everyone's going to be on Bastion.
Yep, and that means I can be on my Magnolia, and I will be happy with myself.
All right.
Are you coming down here for that?
I really ought to start planning for that.
Okay. I was gonna say it will probably be a lot more comfortable this time because I have that big Japanese futon in the corner now. That's pretty fucking comfy, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. Let's do a couple more, and then hopefully nothing interesting comes up in the last 4 boxes that we don't open.
I've slept on a lot of couches in my day. I'll tell you what.
And
they're pretty good.
Now the problem is that this was Katie's parents' couch, our couch, and it's very small.
But I'm a small person.
He is a small person, but for like not even for Katie. For me, like Matt, for you or I, our feet are going to be like this if you try and.
Oh no! I mean, I've done that too.
Yeah,
I've fallen asleep on the floor before.
Me too.
Honestly, the floor is pretty comfy.
I didn't know if Atlas was making a joke of whether it was on accident or not, so I had to add on purpose.
I kind of was.
Okay.
Slowly, I'm getting better at like doing the right on the edge sarcasm that you guys are good at.
Okay, so yeah, these are all the promos for every nation. So we've pulled one of every promo, so they're all going to be duplicates now. But I believe this is like the current set of promos for 11.
The snake actually exists in English. A little late, but it exists.
Yeah. Long after it would be relevant in the meta, unfortunately.
Every time.
Like you do.
But I'm glad we're almost we're almost on the same wavelength with that kind of stuff, Atlas.
What
That's
about
important information for later?
Yeah.
I was wondering if I should make a joke about it. Like I was gonna say, unlike you, I do it on purpose or something, but I don't think that would have been too harsh.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm in too good of a mood with the like. It's
with the
fast
youth support.
No, the Youthberg support it made me even more happy. No,
that is so funny to me.
It is. No, but just like parts of the like
Dolphin.
the little stuff about the wedding, right? Like my ring came. I put my my order in for my suits. We're getting like the centerpieces and the mail, and just like it's like I'm getting reminders every day of what.
You're on your way.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Based in dad build.
Based in dad build.
All right, we have another Dindrin.
Nice.
Soon Atlas will be a wife guy.
I mean, I'm pretty much there. I hate saying the word fiance just because of that Seinfeld where they're at the party and they just start there. Where's my fiance? I've lost my fiance. The poor baby.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Bang Dream.
I'm
Who's that?
so excited to be able to say wife.
That's
for
the
sure.
same one you got as a sign, right?
No, it's different.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
I don't think I've gotten any duplicates for the Bang Dreams yet,
Interesting.
which is kind of
I
surprising.
guess there are a ton of them, so
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've gotten any duplicates for Bang.
you haven't gotten the bear yet. This is tragic.
Dreams.
We need the bear. That's important.
Oh yeah, we also got this in the mail too. That is going to be behind our sweetheart table.
Oh my god.
How fucking cool is that? It's
see.
just going to be in our apartment forever.
All right, we got another
Yeah.
cycle, and then what does this even do? When it attacks a Vanguard, if you play a normal order, you can counterblast one. 2 normal units from drop into soul, and it gets 5k. That's kind
It
of
looks
not very
cool
worth
though.
it.
It looks very cool for sure.
Well, that
Very-
looked impressive.
Very
Yeah, it was like it's definitely a card you look at and be like, what does that card do? And then you read it and you're like, oh,
Oh,
well.
yep. Oh, hey, we found
Oh.
another one.
Oh well, that one looks less cool. Being that it's not a frame rare.
Yeah.
Autofocus is owning us yet
there,
again.
there we
Yeah.
go. Fixed itself. There's the more Misty Arc stuff.
Yep. More Mist Arc stuff. Was this the one that like binds something?
The
Uh,
one you just pulled, or
Have you ever grade through? This one lets you like bind and call something, so it resets all of your on play abilities. Because that's like Myth Arc's thing is basically Bermuda Triangle. It's basically the only reason why I want to play this deck. Part of me wants to like play Bermuda again in premium, but I don't want to pay for it. I don't feel like doing all the theory crafting that would be required to learn the deck.
mhm. Although the Loris Highlander version is kind of interesting.
Yeah, but I don't like Highlander. I just want to play Harmony again, but that's like not a thing I can do.
Yeah.
At least the Chaos guy is also another card that looks impressive and is actually useful.
That does look pretty metal. for
Yeah,
sure.
but let me see Paul Allen's Chaos guy.
Shut up.
Oh, speaking of, we finally pulled one.
Hey.
Hey, sweet.
There he is.
I'm waiting for the framer of the Chaos guy.
I'm
Please
pretty
pull.
sure I had already pulled that in one of my earlier
Oh
cases. I'll see if
my
I can,
god.
or earlier boxes. So I'll see if I can like pull it out of the stack afterwards.
We got owned.
Yeah. So we're almost at an hour, and I kind of need to pee, so I might just stop after this one and hope nothing interesting comes out of the last 5 boxes.
Okay.
So
Oh,
that
I'm sure
this
they
ca-
will.
This opening video doesn't get like totally owned by the fact that I pulled all the good cards off screen.
What you need is the Bang Dream Bear crit. That's very important.
Well, it wasn't in this box.
It's in Hello Happy World. There's one of the girls who wears a bear suit for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know the Bang Dream lore.
Mm-hmm. I think at the very least, I
I
think
could
we
look it up right
one
now,
of
though.
every triple
One
R.
second, give me.
So that's
Okay.
something to talk about. Another Thagrea. All right.
Her name is Michelle,
Mm-hmm.
and she wears a pink bear costume. I think. Is it a bear? Sure. Yes.
So yeah.
All right, but why does she wear the bear costume?
Maybe she's doing a cosplay of Midsummer.
Please get all of the.
You haven't seen that movie, have you?
No.
Okay. All right.
Anytime you ask me if I've seen a movie, the answer is like 90% probably going to be no.
That was more for Matt, who I know is a little bit more of a movie buff than you are.
Yeah. I want to
I-
watch more movies, and then I just don't.
My one of our I don't know. Did you ever take a class with Hawkins at UCR root beer?
I don't think so.
Okay, so he I took 3 classes with him total, for better or for worse, but we're kind of sort of friends now, and he's been on this quest over the last year to watch like I think it's something like 200 movies, 100 like a fuck ton of movies, and so he's just like, I watched this one, I went to this theater, I went to the New Beverly, I went saw this with my kids, and he's just like racking them up one after the other, and I don't know how you have the wherewithal to do all that in a year.
Yeah. So probably gonna call it here for the openings, just because like we're getting up to an hour and I need to pee.
Yeah. Well, this looked like, even just from a fraction of a case, looks pretty good.
Also, there's one of the F I pulled off screen.
Oh, nice.
I also have an FR of Dindrain.
Okay, so apparently the composer is another character named Okusawa Misaki, right? Who dresses up as the bear named Michelle. And apparently, Misaki has told the band numerous times that she and the bear are the same person, and only one person believes it.
That sounds about right.
That's what I'm learning here.
Oh, I think we've never actually pulled a silhouette.
Oh, that's
in
true.
5 boxes.
Are you fucking serious? I see one, but that's it.
That's the only one.
I pulled that out of my pile just now.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So you just might not get them all, and I have to go hunt them. Fine, I'll go hunt them down.
No, I have them. They're in the pile.
Okay.
Like, I pulled remember, I've already opened like 10 boxes off.
That's right. Okay.
But yeah, I have 3 FFRs. So the second one here is the Myth Arc one.
Okay.
Which is just another excuse to play the deck.
Now, when you're done with this case, do you plan to put the rest up like just on Vanguardians or something, or
probably not? I'm probably just gonna like shove the extras in my binder and just like
go to locals. All right. Cool.
Like, I don't think anyone wants this shit at locals, but you know,
you could. I mean, we have a platform. We could always just be like, "Hi, looking for set 11 stuff? Go hit us up."
Yeah, and my third FFR, which was for Latifa.
Okay. All right. So I go hit us up, and the way to do that is at Nexus at Night on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok that we barely use. If you want to support the show, patreon.com/Nexus at Night. Thanks to Darren, Cole, Josh, Jeremy, GRLE, our $10 patrons. Where can they find the rest of us?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Wiggins, 2 G's, 2 Z's.
You can find me at Plasma Eclipse.
And you can find me at Atlas Novak on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or my YouTube channel, The Epileptic Comic, or check out my other podcast, Generation Dan, which is about generational differences. The episode that just dropped this week was about my co-host's first experience with mushrooms, and we just talked about it for an hour. So,
nice.
Huzzah to that. So, yeah, were you gonna finish like putting them out, or did you want to just kind of call it here?
No, that was all the ones I needed to put out, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Anyways, there's your playset of silhouettes.
Fantastic. So there you go, everybody watching this. That'll probably end up being the thumbnail. I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening, and for those listening, I'm sorry.
You need to make a pog face for the camera now. When the thumbnail.
Hang on.
I can't do it because I'm like not here.
All right.
Thank you, Matt.
Until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm pogging. Matt.
Oh my god, that's root beer. And have